Hello, one and all. It's so nice to make your acquaintance. I am Stretch Horizons, and this is my very first YouTube video, which I'm deciding to make a quick and admittedly belated review of the great movie Alien Romulus. So, let's get started. Long story short, I absolutely love the Alien franchise, and ever have even when I was a little kid and ever since. Now that I'm old enough to actually watch and analyze and appreciate these movies, I can easily say that I was hotly anticipating this latest installment in the franchise. But I was more than a little bit nervous, seeing as Prometheus and Covenant were, in my opinion, some pretty serious dips in quality for the franchise, and I wasn't sure what to make of it, considering that this new project had Fede Alvarez of Evil Dead and Don't Breathe fame attached to it. Evil Dead was great, even though the writing was a bit rough, and I didn't particularly like Don't Breathe, and I was worried that this movie was going to be cheesy, that it would have far too much CGI, that the characters would be people who you wouldn't care about. And I'm happy to say that I was wrong. I am very pleasantly surprised by the project that we ended up getting. It has great performances with characters that you easily and deeply care about, so that, no spoilers, hypothetically, when something bad does happen to them, as you might anticipate, you can very easily care about them and empathize with them. Nobody felt expendable. On that note, the characters are portrayed very well by a great cast. We have as our actors Eileen Wu, David Johnson, Archie Renault, Kaylee Spaney, Spike Fern, and Isabella Merced. Everyone does great in this film, which is well written, well directed, well acted. The visual effects and creature effects in particular were top-notch, far and away the best in the entire franchise. And I can easily say that I give this movie an 8 out of 10, despite Aliens, the second film, remaining my favorite. I do have to deduct a couple of points for the overuse of audio stings during some of the scary or surprising scenes. I do think that they got a bit carried away, and in moderation it could have been effective, but more than anything it ended up becoming quite irritating. On top of that, I do feel like the music was overall good, but a bit of a letdown considering the heights of the first two movies and just how excellent their soundscapes were. Further, I would say that while the creature effects, as I did say before, were quite good, there were just a couple of moments where the CGI was a little more obvious than I would have liked. Those minor complaints aside, this was a fantastic project and I highly recommend it. 8 out of 10. All right, that's all. Thank you and goodbye.